Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. The newspapers and the TV news, they are abuzz with the cancellation of bail given to Mr. Ashish Mishra, who is accused in a Lakhimpuri incident. While cancelling the bail, of course, the Supreme Court has struck a balance between the rights of the accused as well as the victim's rights also. We will discuss that matter in detail. Please remember, while cancelling the bail application of Ashish Mishra, in the case of Jagjeet and others, they are the complainant, that is victims, versus Ashish Mishra alias Manu and another in Criminal Appeal number 632 by 2022 on 18/4, that is just yesterday. So, 3 judges bench, Honorable Chief Justice of India, Sri N.V. Ramana, Suryakant and Madam Hema Kohli. They held that the Allahabad High Court has taken a myopic view. Telugulo hasva drushti kalazod pettukune batch ma batch hasva drushto chusaru, and they are in a tearing hurry, urgent ga chesesi paper chinchothalu padadani dantlo chesarani cheppi they have come down heavily on the decision of the Allahabad High Court, which gave bail to the accused on 10/2/2022. So this is the case. You may be knowing the facts of the case also. So this incident happened on 3/10/2021 when this Ashish Mishra, his father you may be knowing, Ajay Mishra, Home Minister, State Cadre. So then this man arranged a dangal, that is wrestling competition, and at the same time when the agriculturist riots, they were protesting against the 3 agricultural acts. And when he came to know that these agriculturalists actually attacked his friend, and due to their protest, the route of the deputy CM was also actually diverted to another thing, then he got annoyed, he got enraged, and he went there and he has actually driven his vehicle crashing on the rides, as a result of which 4 rides died. One of the driver, I think, driver died, 2 other person died. The incident has become a ferocious sensational issue, and ultimately the Honorable Supreme Court of India has to take charge. Then only the investigation was being supervised under the direction of a retired Supreme Court Judge Rakesh Kumar Jain. So he is in charge of the sit. These things are going on. Okay, fine. A case in crime number 219 by 2021 was registered against Ashish Mishra. The investigation is going on. So Rakesh Kumar Jain has almost supervised the investigation. Ultimately, the police filed the charge sheet. They filed the charge sheet on 3/1/2022. So therefore, once the charge sheet is filed, you may be knowing, under section 167 clause 2 also, the accused has got a right to get statutory bail, whatever it is. So he has applied for the bail and he got the bail from the Allahabad High Court. Here the main point, Dushyant Dave, on behalf of the victims, he wanted to represent that the accused in influent man, there is a very likelihood of tampering of the evidence, all these things he has told. But the High Court did not consider the rights of the victims, and they only based on the recorded evidence. So they say that there is no recorded evidence to show that this man opened fire. Nobody died of the accused. The victim did not die of firearm injury, and so many. Actually, basing on record, they have taken decision. You may be knowing. So giving bail or granting bail is the personal discretion of the judge. Nobody can comment, but there are certain guidelines. So these guidelines, they have not been followed as per the version or as per the comment by the Honorable Supreme Court of India. Here, Supreme Court of India dealt with extensively regarding the rights of the victims. So here, Supreme Court clearly stated that victims certainly cannot be expected to be sitting on the fence. ఊరినే బయట కూర్చొని చూడటం కాదు. Then and watching the proceedings from afar, especially when they may have legitimate grievance. Here, the victims' families, they are bereaved families, their families are shattered. Definitely, they can try for the cancellation of the bail. So, they may have legitimate grievance. It is the solemn duty of a court to deliver justice before memory of injustice is unjust eclipses. సో అది పోయే లోపల అన్యాయం జరిగింది అనే దాన్ని తుడిచేయటానికే జస్టిస్ చేయాలి. సో హియర్ ద హైకోర్ట్ డిడ్ నాట్ హియర్ ద రిప్రజెంటేషన్ ఆఫ్ ద విక్టిమ్స్. రైట్, బెయిల్ గ్రాంటెడ్. Then Dushyant Dave sir once again approached the High Court for the rehearing of the bail application. But court said, Allahabad High Court said no. So therefore they have to approach the Honorable Supreme Court of India. So here Supreme Court clearly, of course, now it has set aside the bail of Ashish Mishra and asked him to surrender within 1 week. And of course, they struck a balance. Now the point of balance. So he can file, Ashish Mishra can file a bail petition in the High Court of Allahabad within 3 months. So the High Court, basing on the evidentiary points and all these things, they have to consider the bail petition afresh. That means they may grant bail also. So please remember. So the bench requests Allahabad High Court Chief Justice to list the bail plea. Okay, right. Here, please remember, the Supreme Court also has come down heavily on the sit, that is state. Actually, so it has come in Hindu also. They clearly state, you yourself say that it is a very serious case. The state says it is a very serious case. Then you opposed the bail vehemently in the High Court. And when the sit chief, that is Rakesh Kumar Jain, when he advised you to go for the appeal, that is to go for the cancellation of the bail, why did you not file the cancellation bail? After all, of course, the victims have come and they have filed this cancellation. But what is the state doing? So, when the monitoring judge asked you to appeal against the bail, you did not do so. So, these are the comments against the state also. Anyway, the Honorable Supreme Court of India cancelled the bail of Ashish Mishra and he has to surrender before the court. And it has given him another chance that he can file a fresh bail petition which has to be decided within 3 months basing on the facts and circumstances. Here, please remember, as far as the bail is concerned, please remember, the judge has to take into consideration, even though it is personal discussion, number one, gravity of the offense. What is the gravity? You cannot consider a murder case as well as a kidnapping case. Both are non-bailable, but gravity of the offense. Then nature of the offense, whether any children are involved, whether innocent persons are involved. Then sensitivity of the case and severity of the punishment you have to take into consideration, is it not? Suppose influence of the case, they say that he is the minister's son. So definitely that influence will be there to tamper the evidence. The influence will be there to manage the witnesses, is it not? So all these things are, suppose if the accused is given bail, there is a chance of his fleeing away. దేశం వదిలిపెట్టి పోవచ్చు, పెద్దోళ్ళు కదా. సో ఇలాంటివి చూసి ఇవి కాకుండా the court did not take into consideration and they have taken a myopic view. Myopic view అంటే హస్వదృష్టి అంటారు తెలుగు, ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను మీకు. అలాగే ఇన్ ఎ టేరింగ్ హర్రీ, హడావుడిగా చేశారు అలహాబాద్ హైకోర్టు. కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఈస్ an irrelevant consideration. Please remember. So, and it is devoid of the victim's right. They did not take care of the victim's right. So the tearing hurry shown by the High Court. So therefore, bail is cancelled. Of course, they have given another chance to the victim, that is the accused person, to file a fresh application. And therefore, if the matter is remanded back to Allahabad High Court, let us see what will happen. So very good incident. So please read the papers, more than the video. Read the papers, they have given in detail, and definitely you will enrich with your legal knowledge. The main point is cancellation of bail. Normally cancellation of bail చాలా కష్టం కాదు, but here Supreme Court లెవెల్లో క్యాన్సిల్ చేశారంటే there is a material, and here you have to know the balance. So victims rights, accused rights, రెండింటిని Supreme Court has struck the balance between both two in a nice way. So very good judgment. Please read it and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you very much.